I think it's high time for a cheeky little unboxing video. Kuma Stationery sent me over not one, but 2 bullet journals to show you guys. So thank you to Kuma Stationery for sponsoring this video. I want to use one of these bullet journals for my 2024 bullet journal. So after you watch this video in its entirety, go comment down below and let me know which bullet journal you want me to use for the new year. Both of these journals are from the new Luna collection that has recently launched on their website. They have 6 new journal designs and they're all super stunning, but these are the 2 that they sent me today. And honestly, I don't know which one's in which box, so we're just gonna pick one and start with it randomly. It's always such a cool moment to like unbox a bullet journal like this. It's so neatly packaged. So the first one here, it's so pretty. This is their red starlit journal. Look how pretty that cover design is with the flowers on it. I love the rich red color that this journal comes in. It reminds me of one of my older bullet journals, but this one is a gold design instead. And of course, there's also foiling on the side, on the spine. Oh, and there's also gilded edges. Look at that, that's super pretty. There's like gold edges and they're reflective and super stunning. Cracking open the journal, there is the name page on the front, and then every other spread in here is completely blank. And they all have, of course, the white dot grid. This is an A5 size journal, so it is the classic size bullet journal, and it has 160 GSM, so they're pretty thick pages. It also comes with 2 matching bookmarks and a pocket in the back with a little sticker sheet. That's super cute. Okay, I do want to do a little pen test for this journal and test the paper. However, first I want to go unbox the second journal. Okay, here it is. Take a guess real quick and guess what color this second one is. And ta-da! This one is brown. This is the Akuyo journal, and I love the tree design on the cover of this one. Same thing as the other journal. It has the cloth cover with the gilded design and then a little moon on the spine. It also has the gilded edges yet again. These are super pretty. And an elastic enclosure. Opening it up, there is another sticker sheet in the back pocket. Same paper thickness, quality, 2 bookmarks, etc. Also, I love how light these bookmarks are. Super pretty. Okay, I wanted to do a quick little pen test for this journal and show you guys the thickness of 160 GSM. This is similar to a lot of other popular journal brands, but it's always good to test on any notebook that you have so you know which pens work best for the type of journal that you're using. So I'm just going to go down the line of a couple popular brands of pens and markers. First, let's just do a normal fine liner pen. This one is from Ohuhu. Next, I'm going to do a Pilot G2 ballpoint pen, although since this is a ballpoint pen, it's really not going to bleed through any piece of paper. Getting into something a little thicker, let's use the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens. This is the hard tip, and then I'll also use the soft tip, although it is the same ink, but just for good measure. These pens are so hard to write with if you're not doing normal calligraphy. Okay, so now let's do a couple like markers. So I'm gonna pull out, let's do browns just to kind of like match the journal. So this is the Ohuhu color marker. So this is a water-based pen. And then I'm also going to use a Crayola marker. This is a Crayola Super Tip. And then I'm also gonna pull out, this is a Tombow dual brush pen. So all of these are water-based pigments. Oh, and you cannot even see that I'm writing this because the pen is so light. Okay, lastly I want to get into alcohol markers. So alcohol markers usually bleed through any paper. However, it bleeds a lot more through thinner paper than thicker paper. I made an entire video about alcohol markers and how to use them in your bullet journal if you want to do that. So I'll link it down below if you're interested. But I did just want to show how they bleed through paper like this. So this is the Sanjoki art marker. Okay, next I'm actually going to pull out a little bit of paint. So this is a watercolor set that I have, and I'm just going to use a pretty relatively dry brush to paint some watercolor down here. Never mind, that's kind of a wet brush. So this is a more wet version. As you can see, there's a lot of water in this one. And then I'm going to use more of a dry brush technique for the bottom one. Okay, so now that the paint is kind of dried, let's flip this paper over and see what all bled through. Remember, this is 160 GSM, so all of these up here that are water-based should not bleed through at all. These might bleed through a little bit, specifically the alcohol marker, because it bleeds through pretty much anything. But other than that, this paper is pretty thick and resistant. So let's flip it over and see. Yep, perfect. So as you can see, the top of this journal for all the different pens and markers, it's absolutely no bleeding or ghosting, nothing at all, even when I turn the page in the light. Down here, you can see that the alcohol marker did bleed through a little bit, and that can be expected with any kind of paper like this. Alcohol markers bleed through almost watercolor paper. And then as far as the watercolor at the bottom here goes, as you can see, there's a little bit of rippling, especially on the wet version. There's like a little bump right here. You can see this is like the wetter one. This is more of the drier one, but there's no ghosting. It's just a little bit of rippling. So it's crazy to think that even in a journal like this, you can literally use watercolor, and as long as you don't use too much water, it'll still withstand the strength of the pigment. Let me know in the comments below which of these two journals is your favorite and which one you think I should use for the new year. I already have my eye on one of them. I think I'm going to do that one, but I want to know your thoughts anyway. Again, thank you so much to Kuma Stationery for sending me these journals and sponsoring this video. Check out Kuma Stationery with the link in the description box below, and use this code on the screen for a special little discount at checkout. Personally, I cannot wait to use one of these for my 2024 bullet journal, which will be coming out in a video in a couple weeks. But until then, don't forget to subscribe below and check out this video on the screen where I announced a special surprise that I had in my business a couple days ago. And with that, see you in just a couple days for a new video.